Brazil are the most successful nation in World Cup history. 5 titles, more than any other country on Earth. Their name alone carries a weight that no other nations does when the World Cup begins. And that weight, that history, that expectation, is precisely why they cannot win this one. Brazil have not won a World Cup since 2002. That is 24 years. An entire generation of Brazilian football fans has grown up never watching their country lift that trophy. And in those 24 years, something has changed inside Brazilian football that statistics and squad announcements cannot fix. The first problem is structural. Brazilian football has shifted. The country that once produced Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, Rivaldo, and Roberto Carlos in the same generation now produces excellent players, good players, players who are very good at football, but the era of the Brazilian who plays football like nobody else on earth has quietly ended. Vinicius Junior is extraordinary. He is one of the best players in the world, but he is not Ronaldinho. And this Brazil team is not that Brazil team. Comparing them is not fair to either. The second problem is defensive. Brazil have a history at recent World Cups of conceding goals at the worst possible moments. 2014 at home. 7 goals against Germany in a semifinal, the most painful result in Brazilian football history on Brazilian soil in front of a Brazilian crowd. 2022 in the quarterfinal against Croatia, leading, in control, and then conceding in the final minutes of normal time to go to extra time and eventually lose on penalties. Brazil's defensive fragility at the critical moment is not a one-off. It is a recurring theme. The third problem is the Vinicius problem. Not because Vinicius is not good enough, he absolutely is. The problem is that Brazil's entire attacking identity runs through him. When Vinicius is stopped, Brazil struggle to create. When Vinicius is isolated, Brazil look passive. When Vinicius has a quiet game by his own very high standards, the rest of the team does not pick up the slack. Every opponent Brazil face in the knockout rounds will have a specific plan for Vinicius, a physical defender beside him, a second defender ready to double up, a defensive midfielder tracking his runs. They will try to make the game 11 against 10 before it starts. The fourth problem is the pressure of the nation. Brazil carry football on a different level to any other country. In Brazil, football is not a sport. It is identity. It is culture. It is the thing that makes Brazil Brazil to the rest of the world. That means every tournament is not just a football competition, it is a referendum on Brazilian football's soul. The players feel this from the moment they are called up. They feel it in training camps. They feel it in every press conference. They feel it when they walk out to play a group stage match against a team ranked 50th in the world. The 2022 World Cup showed what that pressure does. Brazil were one of the best teams at the tournament on paper. They danced in celebration after goals in the group stage. The country loved it. The players were free. And then Croatia came, and the freedom disappeared, and Brazil were out. There is also a coaching problem in 2026. Brazil have cycled through managers in the year since 2022 with a restlessness that reflects a deeper uncertainty about what Brazilian football actually wants to be right now. Attack at all costs, like the Brazil of the past, or defend first and be pragmatic, like the World Cup winners of the modern era. They have not answered that question clearly, and unanswered questions become hesitation, and hesitation at a World Cup kills you. Brazil will be exciting to watch. They will score goals. Vinicius will have moments that make the entire world stop breathing. But when the quarterfinal arrives and a defensive, organized opponent sits deep and removes the space and waits for Brazil to make one mistake at the back, the pattern will be there. The same pattern that has followed this team for 24 years. Patient and waiting. 5 stars on the shirt, 0 added in a generation. The game has not changed. You have.